Welcome to our channel. Today, we're diving into a crucial topic: how childhood trauma can shape your personality. So often we talk about personality as this fixed thing. You're an introvert or an extrovert, you're type A or type B. But the reality is that our experiences, especially those early on, profoundly mold who we become. And when those experiences involve trauma, it can leave an indelible mark on our psyche, impacting how we see ourselves, how we interact with the world, and how we form relationships. It's like this invisible script that gets written in our younger years, and we spend a lifetime either consciously or unconsciously following it. But the good news is that awareness is the first step to rewriting that script. By understanding the ways in which childhood trauma can manifest in our adult lives, we can start to heal, grow, and create a more empowered future for ourselves. Let's talk about anxiety and hypervigilance, two deeply interconnected experiences that many people face. These are two of the most common ways that childhood trauma can rear its head in adulthood, often in ways we might not immediately recognize. Think about it. When you grow up in an environment that feels unsafe, unpredictable, or chaotic, your nervous system is constantly on high alert, always bracing for the next threat. It's like your internal alarm system is stuck in the on position, even when there's no immediate danger present. This heightened state of alertness becomes your new normal. This can show up in so many ways. You might be easily startled, have difficulty relaxing, or find it nearly impossible to sit still. You might find yourself constantly scanning your surroundings for potential threats, overthinking every situation, and worrying excessively about things that might never happen. Or you might struggle to sleep at night because your mind just won't shut off, replaying events and imagining worst-case scenarios. And it's not your fault. It's your body's way of trying to protect you from experiencing further harm. It's a survival mechanism that has been hardwired into your system. But here's the thing. When this hypervigilance becomes a chronic state of being, it takes a toll on your overall well-being. It can lead to fatigue, irritability, difficulty concentrating, and a general sense of being overwhelmed. Over time, it can even manifest as physical health problems, such as headaches, digestive issues, and a weakened immune system. It can also make it hard to form healthy relationships because you're always expecting the worst from others, leading to trust issues and conflicts. The key here is to recognize that these patterns of anxiety and hypervigilance are not personality flaws, but rather adaptations to a difficult past. They are responses that were necessary for survival. They were necessary for survival at one point, but they may no longer be serving you in the present. Learning to manage and eventually reduce these responses can lead to a more peaceful and fulfilling life. Now let's talk about self-esteem and self-worth, because childhood trauma can really do a number on these areas. It can deeply affect how we perceive ourselves and our value in the world. When you grow up in an environment where you're constantly criticized, neglected, or abused, it sends a powerful message to your developing sense of self. These negative experiences can shape your identity in profound ways. It tells you that you're not good enough, that you're not worthy of love and respect, that you're somehow inherently flawed. These harmful messages can become deeply ingrained in your psyche. And those messages, they can stick with you long after you've left that environment. They linger in your mind, influencing your thoughts and behaviors. They can become internalized beliefs that shape how you see yourself and how you move through the world. These beliefs can act as invisible barriers, holding you back from reaching your full potential. You might struggle with feelings of inadequacy, insecurity, or self-doubt. These feelings can be overwhelming and persistent, making it difficult to trust yourself or your abilities. You might be overly critical of yourself, constantly seeking validation from others, or afraid to take risks because you fear failure. This fear can prevent you from pursuing your dreams and aspirations. It's like you're looking at yourself through a distorted mirror, one that reflects back all the negative messages you've internalized over the years. This distorted view can cloud your judgment and self-perception, but here's the truth. Those messages are not a reflection of your true worth. They do not define who you are or what you are capable of achieving. They're simply a reflection of the pain, dysfunction, or unresolved issues of those who inflicted them upon you. Understanding this can be the first step towards healing. Healing from childhood trauma often involves challenging these negative beliefs and learning to see yourself with compassion and understanding. It requires patience and self-care. It's about recognizing that you are worthy of love, respect, and happiness, regardless of what happened in the past. Embracing this truth can lead to a more fulfilling and empowered life. Let's talk about relationships and trust issues, because this is another area where childhood trauma can have a profound impact. These issues can manifest in various ways, affecting how we interact with others and how we perceive ourselves within those interactions. When you grow up in an environment where your caregivers were inconsistent, unreliable, or even abusive, it can make it difficult to trust others later in life. The foundation of trust, which is crucial for healthy relationships, gets shaken. It's like your ability to form secure attachments has been compromised, leaving you feeling guarded, suspicious, or even fearful of intimacy. This can lead to a cycle of mistrust and emotional distance that is hard to break. You might find yourself pushing people away, sabotaging relationships, or attracting partners who repeat the same unhealthy patterns from your past. This can create a sense of loneliness and frustration as you struggle to find meaningful connections. It's not that you don't want to connect with others, it's that the very act of connecting can feel terrifying. The fear of vulnerability and potential hurt can be overwhelming. It's like a primal fear of being hurt, abandoned, or betrayed all over again. This fear can be so deeply ingrained that it feels almost impossible to overcome. But here's the thing, healing is possible. With the right support and tools, you can start to rebuild your sense of trust and security. It takes time, patience, and a willingness to do the inner work. But it is possible to break free from these patterns and create healthy, fulfilling relationships. The journey may be challenging, but the rewards are worth it. It starts with understanding how your past experiences are influencing your present behavior. By gaining this awareness, you can begin to make conscious choices that lead to healthier interactions and deeper connections. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more insightful content. Don't forget to hit the bell icon to get notified whenever we post a new video. Thank you for watching.